So our next speaker fearlessly balanced on rooftops, perfected his photography skills, and collaborated with international brands to turn his passion into a business. So please welcome Daniel Lau.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel, so I think I should give you a brief introduction of what I do. When I was thinking, what should I talk to you, I was thinking about a few topics in mind. And TEDxHKUST picked the topic that they wanted me to present, how I used my Instagram to build up what I have today. So I should be sticking to that, but since I heard a lot of the speakers today told us about their background, what they did, so I think I should give you also a brief introduction of myself as well. It's a photo. Okay, it's all right. A few years ago, I was in university, in my third year of university. I was studying Chinese medicine. It was a very tough course. In my third year, I was thinking, I had a very, very tight class schedule. I go back to school every day from 8:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. I'll leave school. Every day is just revising, writing paper, reading, go back to school, exam. It was a very tough life. I was thinking, I shouldn't be ending my university life like that. I should be doing something more meaningful. I want something more remarkable. So I started to pick up my camera. I was thinking, I should be capturing something that I wanted to show people. Luckily, I had two of my lifelong friends who were also photographers. They taught me how to use my camera. The three of us, we were just wandering around the city and find some beautiful spots to take pictures. But then one day I realized the pictures that we took are nothing near special, not even to say spectacular. Let's say you're going to Google, you type Hong Kong, what could you see? A bunch of skyscrapers from Admiralty, Central. You could see Victoria Harbour. You could see the classic view from the Victoria Peak. But what makes people to look at the picture that I took? We need something more special. Then we came up with the idea of going some places in the city that no one would visit on a daily basis, or they wouldn't even pay a visit in their whole life. I want something that you couldn't find on Google when you type Hong Kong. That's something that I was looking for. So we were trying every possible ways to achieve that. We climbed into construction sites. We went to MTR stations where you shouldn't be going. And then we went to abandoned buildings just to try to find something that you won't see in your daily life. So that's how we started. And then we found that this activity actually has a name called Urbex, meaning urban exploration. And just one day, one of my friends, he was saying, should we go to a rooftop and check it out? And I was the first who questioned why. Why are we spending all those energy running up to a rooftop? And I was like, okay, we've been doing something really weird recently, so yeah, why not just go? Well, once I opened the door to the rooftop, I was so peaceful. Many people might think that when I climb a rooftop, I was that kind of adrenaline junkie. I was just trying to find excitement. I had a death wish. That's the most popular comment I received. But no. When you're in Hong Kong, when you're just walking in the streets, let's take Central as an example, Causeway Bay. When you're walking in the streets, you feel there's a lot of people pushing around, walking at a very fast pace. A lot of traffic, you hear a lot of noise. And when you look up to the sky, because of the skyscrapers, you could barely see the sky. So when you reverse that situation, when you are on the rooftop, when you look back down, you could actually see that the city is like in a slow motion because of the distance you have. And that gives me a space to rethink about my life. It's like a state of meditation. It is the exact opposite of what you think when I do on the rooftop. And especially to fulfill my purpose to bring a different view of the city, a whole new perspective to people. So that's what I do. Unfortunately, this should be a video, but it's all right. I'll show you later, maybe. Let's get back to, this is the topic today, how to make your own Instagram brand. So when I first started my Instagram account, I had only around 200 to 300 followers, just like an ordinary person. You shouldn't be having that much followers, right? Because no one should be interested in your life. You're sharing maybe the cup of tea you had this morning. You're sharing the boring lecture notes you're looking at the moment. But how to create your own brand and convert into business, or even to generate income to you by using your Instagram account, your Instagram profile. And that's what I'm trying to teach you today. Instagram is already part of our lives. We learn about our friends through Instagram. We follow photographers to see their pictures. We know that brands are launching new products because of their posts on Instagram. There are tons of information being shared on Instagram every second, and we have people all over the world scrolling through the newsfeed simultaneously. The information spreading is much more efficient nowadays than before. Instagram is a great platform for people to share their work, to share their passion, and that could convert into business very well. You can see a lot of photographers are getting endorsed by camera brands because of the pictures they take. You can see a lot of fashion bloggers getting invited by designer brands because of the fashion sense they showcase on Instagram. You can see people just follow a lifestyle blogger because of the interesting life they have. But the thing is, do you know how to use your Instagram account to convert that into business? Today, I'm going to help you to accomplish that and share a few of my own tips. First of all, a few tips here. Oh, I was thinking that, this talk, I'm not a very good speaker. I'm a photographer. I hope to give you some visual stimulation by sharing some of the pictures I took. So maybe in between of my talk, I can tell you a little bit story behind how I took this picture. I don't think I need to say where in the city is this, right? You could see the huge logo on top of the picture. So this is a skyscraper near Causeway Bay. How I took this picture, you can see I was holding my phone. I was actually strapping a GoPro on my head, the camera facing down. Well, what I did is using the Wi-Fi remote from my phone to connect to the camera. And what I did was just standing to the edge of the building, look down, and then click. That's how I took the picture. When I first started my photography journey, I didn't know how to use a camera properly, so I could only use something really, it's easy to use, auto mode, which was GoPro. All right. First thing you need to know about Instagram is you need to know what Instagram is. That might sound like a stupid question, but many people forgot the nature of Instagram. Instagram is for photos and videos. No matter how great your product or work is, without being captured beautifully on Instagram, on camera, your audience could never realize the true value of it. Let's say you're a jewelry designer. You design beautiful jewelries, but if you don't know how to do a proper product shoot, you don't know how to bring out the details from the jewelries to your audience, the people can never realize how beautiful the jewelries are. It would just sound like a normal account of them, just like a normal page showing jewelries. So you need to understand that Instagram is for good pictures and videos. This picture was taken in Jakarta. This building is already it's already near to completion already. This is Cimindo Tower, the tallest building in Indonesia. By that time, me and my friend we sneaked into the construction site at around 4 a.m. So after we climbed over the gate, we landed. And then we saw a bunch of construction workers sleeping on the ground. And we were like, and there's another guy here. Okay, so sneaked all the way to the building. And then we walked the stairs up to the top. And because of the humidity and the temperature, I couldn't stand. I actually puked on the 70th floor, I think. Yeah, and I hope it was cleared already. The second thing about Instagram is hashtag. What is hashtag? Hashtag it is made to group posts under the same keyword. So let's say you're searching hashtag Hong Kong. You should be expecting a bunch of posts about Hong Kong or taken from or in Hong Kong. If you're searching about acrophobia, you should be expecting a bunch of posts about fear of heights. Hashtag is very useful to group pictures under the same category and let people to search it. You need to make good use of hashtag. Find something trending. If that's a word that's trending right now, try to use that hashtag and let people to see your work. But you want to look for quality hashtag. You don't want to look something too common. Let's say HKIG means Hong Kong Instagram. HKIG, I bet there are more than like maybe 10 millions of posts under it. So meaning after a few seconds you posted your picture, you're washed away already and no one will remember you again. You need to find something in high quality, not overly abused. Some more examples are, there are a lot of featured pages on Instagram, meaning they might feature something under their category. It could be photography, it could be model, it could be sports, it could be food. Often these pages have their own hashtag. Look for these hashtags. These hashtags are for people to submit their work, and regularly they will choose the post and feature on the page. With proper credit, they will convert the followers into your account because your work is good, they will follow you. So you need to look for these hashtags. Or even to step up the game is to create your own hashtag. Owning your own hashtag is like owning your own brand. If you have your own brand, try to make people to follow you. Make it a trend. So people will follow you and do the same thing you did. And the second thing is layout. What is layout? Layout is like when you open an Instagram profile, you immediately see a lot of pictures aligned together. And that is the first impression you give people. When you open an account like this, I think you would expect this guy should be maybe crazy. Or at least you could tell that he climbs a lot of places. This is the first impression you give people. Individual work is very important. You need to make each of your posts interesting in high quality. But at the same time, you want everything grouped together to look good. You want something uniform. You want to be in a similar topic, or at least in a similar tone, so that people would feel that this guy is professional. If this guy is a foodie, he shares a lot of food, at least they should be in a uniform format. To make visually appealing, so let people to continually scroll down your feed to look at your work. So that's what I say. Individual work is important, but to group them together as a layout is also as important. Just a brief introduction to the pictures. Top left corner, I think you know which bridge it is in Hong Kong. The photo beside it, it's in Macau. I think in Macau there's only one tower. On the top right-hand corner, that was me. That's a skyscraper in Guangzhou. That is completed already, the tallest one in Guangzhou. I climbed there 2 years ago, before completion. And in the middle of it, you saw a black man just standing like this. That's my friend. We went to Shanghai. I don't know the name of the building, but Shanghai was so fun because there were a lot of skyscrapers in Shanghai. The photos beside them are 2 more skyscrapers nearby. And below, the photo with my feet dangling. This was from Chemindo Tower, the tallest building in Jakarta I showed you earlier. Remember, I was taking a picture of my friend standing on the crane. Of course, I needed to stand on the crane to take that picture. And after taking that picture, I just sat down on the crane to dangle my feet for this picture. It makes me look like I was floating in the air. That's how the crane makes you feel like. And then this one, it's another bridge in Hong Kong. It's pretty tall. You know, I can't really tell you the names of these of the places in Hong Kong because I don't want a bunch of people going to the same place and try to do the same thing. This one, on the bottom left corner, it's the tallest building in Bangkok right now, which is the Bayok Sky Hotel. I risked my life climbing this because this is an antenna, which is heavily radioactive. Okay, so moving on, you learn about more and more rules about Instagram. Now, I'm going to tell you something which you need to study as well, which is the posting time. Many people say, yeah, post at 10:30 p.m. or 11 p.m. That's the time where most people are using Instagram. But that's not the case for everyone. You need to know where your audience are from. You might expect uni students are going to bed later than your parents. See what your audience are. How old are they? What gender are they? Where are they from? People living in different cities are from different time zones. You might need to study that and see when would your followers be most active. Use that traffic and make good use of that traffic so people could see your posts. This one is, I think I could tell you the name of this one. This is Shangri-La Hotel in Hong Kong. And this one is, this is from the top of the lightning rod. It is taken after the video that I showed you in the beginning, which was just a screenshot. This one, I think I don't need to tell you the name of the building. You should be able to identify this one. So after telling you some more rules of Instagram, I'm going to move on. You need to know what makes you stand out from your competitors. If you're a photographer, why would people be looking at your pictures rather than the other guy who might be taking the same picture at the same spot? What makes you different? If you're a lifestyle blogger, why would people be interested in your life other than the others? You need to understand what works for you. That would often be reflected from the number of likes you receive or the number of comments you receive. Make good use of that and then work on that. Do things that you're good at. And in time, that will convert into success. And then it's engagement. Engagement means that you need to know how to interact with your followers. When you receive comments, you have to reply them. When you receive direct messages, reply them. Try to interact more with your followers. Even in the captions, you could play with them. Make them feel that you care about them. I really care about them. I don't make them feel that. I really care about them. So care about your followers and make them to feel like it's a family. You're doing this together. I'm not just posting this on Instagram just to show off. Yeah, like this. No. It's because of you guys supporting me, inspiring me to keep doing this. So you need to keep the engagement going. When you have a quality fan base, when the people really liked you, they will help you to spread your work. And that organic growth is much more effective than just using the tips I gave you before. And this one is another picture from Hong Kong. It's from a very tall hotel in New Territories. When we talk about engagement, you need to know how to interact with your fans. You need to let them know that you care about them. But at the same time, you need to know that you love what you do. If that's something that you don't enjoy doing, you can't keep that motivation going. You need to find something that you really love. Passion is the element that drives you forward, that keeps you motivated. If you're trying to create a false image of yourself on the internet, let's say this is not me, I'm just, I'm so scared to climb on skyscrapers, I force myself to take this selfie just for the likes on Instagram. I wouldn't keep doing this for years. You need to find something that you're really passionate about. I'm just using photography as an example. If you love sports, go for the sports. If you love reading, keep reading. If you love music, keep playing music. Find the thing that you love, that you would keep doing even without any income, even without anyone say that you're good at it. That's the thing you truly love, and you would love to stick to that, keep doing it, and in years, that would turn into success. Last thing I want to tell you is be patient. Success never comes overnight. That's why the last point I said is to find something that you love. You need to keep doing the same thing you like, you enjoy. You need time to make that convert into success, or maybe you're looking for profit, or you're looking for a larger follower base. Be patient and keep studying what you need to do, what you need to study. And in time, you will know you are successful when the day comes. So that's all for my tips for helping you to build an Instagram brand, and hope you'll become the next Instagrammer. Thank you.